Welcome to Storyflix. In this video, we will explain My Teacher My Love. This movie tells the love story of a high school student who believes that her math teacher is the one she was meant to be. After her first meeting, she felt sure that her math teacher was her soulmate. How is the journey of her love story with her math teacher? Let's find out in My Teacher My Love. My Teacher My Love tells a story of a high school teenage girl named Samaru on the subway. While looking at a group of boys talking to each other, Samaru is a beautiful and cute girl with a cheerful and energetic personality. Samaru always hopes that she can fall in love with someone and feel the beauty of a romantic relationship. Samaru continues to try to find a boyfriend by confessing her feelings to the man she likes. But she was always rejected by every young man she liked. She feels very disappointed because she thinks she will easily get a boyfriend once she enters high school. Every time Samaru gets rejected by the young man she likes, she always spends her time eating large portions in tears while telling her sadness to her best friend named Ayuha. Ayuha patiently listened to Samaru's complaints while drawing manga comics on her tablet computer. That day, Samaru had unknowingly eaten more than 10 servings of food, so she could not afford to pay the bill for all her food. In front of the cashier, Samaru felt very confused and didn't know what to do. Samaru felt that the day she had spent today was bad enough to become extremely panicked. Fortunately, a handsome man with glasses is willing to help Samaru pay her food bill. After seeing the man, Samaru became amazed and fascinated by his handsomeness and kindness. As the man was about to leave, Samaru tried to stop him and asked for his cell phone number so that she could return his money. But the man refused and immediately left the restaurant. After meeting the man, Samaru's mood is happy again, and she feels that she still has hope of finding her true love. The next day, Samaru came to school happily. Shortly after, a male student named Kataki came to see Samaru and brought her the lunch box that she had left behind. Kataki has been Samaru's classmate and neighbor since they were children, so they already know each other well. Kataki often teases Samaru because her big obsession with getting a boyfriend has not happened until now. After the bell rang, a male teacher walked into the classroom while all the students returned to their seats. It turns out that the teacher is the new teacher who will be the homeroom teacher of Samaru's class, Yoshitaka Hiromitsu. Mr. Hiromitsu is the teacher who will teach mathematics for several classes, including Samaru's class. After seeing Mr. Hiromitsu's face, Samaru immediately recognized him because he was the one who had helped her pay the restaurant bill yesterday. Due to the meeting, Samaru assumes that she and Mr. Hiromitsu are destined to meet and unite as a couple. Samaru feels very sure that her true love is Mr. Hiromitsu. That's why Samaru tried to approach Mr. Hiromitsu in various ways. During recess, Samaru came to the teacher's office to meet Mr. Hiromitsu with the excuse that she wanted to return the money he had previously been paid. In fact, it was just an excuse made up by Samaru to meet Mr. Hiromitsu. Samaru tried to attract attention from Mr. Hiromitsu, but all efforts were not responded to by him. Disappointed by Mr. Hiromitsu's curt answer, Samaru decides to leave the teacher's office and return to class. When Samaru arrives in class, she is surprised because she receives a love letter from her locker. Samaru, who could not believe what she saw, opened and closed her locker again to ensure that the letter she saw was not an illusion. Samaru feels very happy and excited because, finally, someone is willing to express his love for Samaru. The message in the letter stated that the sender of the letter wanted to invite Samaru to meet behind the school building after school. When class was over, Samaru immediately came to the back of the school building to meet the sender of the love letter. As it turned out, the person who sent the letter was a male student named Kobayashi from another class. Then Kobayashi invites Samaru to go on a date together. Without thinking any longer, Samaru immediately accepted the invitation because she had been dreaming of this incident the whole time, and now that dream had come true. As Samaru prepares for her first date with Kobayashi in the afternoon, she gets so excited that she almost crosses the street carelessly. Mr. Hiromitsu, who accidentally to be there, quickly pulled Samaru to avoid an accident. It turns out that Mr. Hiromitsu and Samaru live in the same housing estate, and they are neighbors. Samaru purposely shows off her dating plans with Kobayashi to Mr. Hiromitsu and says that Kobayashi has liked her for a long time. Instead of feeling jealous, Mr. Hiromitsu was surprised and asked if Samaru liked Kobayashi. Hearing that question, Samaru suddenly realized that she had never had feelings for Kobayashi before. On Samaru's first date, she is a little disappointed because everything that happened did not go according to her expectations. Samaru felt that she didn't fit in with Kobayashi's weird and slovenly character. After her first date, she realizes that she doesn't really love Kobayashi at all. The next day, Samaru immediately ended her relationship with Kobayashi. Kobayashi, who was annoyed with Samaru's refusal, immediately threw her into the fountain at the school. Mr. Hiromitsu, who saw it all, immediately approached Samaru and helped her get out of the pool. Mr. Hiromitsu explained that all the misfortune that Samaru had today resulted from her selfishness. Samaru thinks that getting a boyfriend is something simple without thinking about whether that person really we love. Mr. Hiromitsu added that having a relationship with someone we don't love will never lead to happiness. Surprisingly, instead of learning something from the conversation, Samaru felt humiliated by Mr. Hiromitsu, so she planned to avoid him and not deal with him again. The next day, Samaru tells Aoi and Kataki her plan to avoid Mr. Hiromitsu. Aoi responds to Samaru's plan sarcastically as they won't be able to avoid Mr. Hiromitsu, considering he is their homeroom teacher. Moreover, Samaru got an assignment to collect homework and bring it to Mr. Hiromitsu's office. When Samaru arrives at Mr. Hiromitsu's office, she is jealous of the closeness between Mr. Hiromitsu and other female students. However, with Mr. Hiromitsu's cold and indifferent character, the female student who teased him immediately gave up and left the room. When Samaru helps Mr. Hiromitsu evaluate all students' assignments, she forgets her previous plan of acting funny in front of him. Seeing Mr. Hiromitsu laughing aloud and smiling happily, Samaru became more and more love Mr. Hiromitsu. That night, Samaru continued her plan to avoid Mr. Hiromitsu because she did not want to truly fall in love with him, realizing that he would never return her feelings. For the next few days, Samaru tries to keep her distance from Mr. Hiromitsu, but she is always failed by his charm and good looks. After all the efforts Samaru has put in, she truly falls in love with Mr. Hiromitsu. That afternoon when Samaru was about to come home from school, heavy rain suddenly fell, and she was trapped in the school. Mr. Hiromitsu, who saw this, immediately helped Samaru by taking her home. When Samaru arrived at the house door, it turned out that her house was locked and the keys were still with her mother. Therefore, Mr. Hiromitsu invited Samaru to stay at his house for a while until her mother returned home. When Samaru was at Mr. Hiromitsu's house, she accidentally saw a cute mini penguin-shaped statue. Mr. Hiromitsu said that the penguin statue was a gift from his childhood friend Simon. That afternoon, Mr. Hiromitsu helps Samaru study mathematics because her score is still quite low. The interaction between them slowly makes their relationship closer. From then on, Samaru plans to study harder to become smarter so that Mr. Hiromitsu will like her. The next day, Samaru begins to carry out her plan to make Mr. Hiromitsu fall in love with her. Samaru even stuffed her breasts to make them look big so Mr. Hiromitsu would be attracted to her. However, Samaru's efforts are still useless. Instead, Mr. Hiromitsu was disgusted by Samaru's attitude. Kataki, who saw Samaru's strange behavior, approached her and said that the way to impress the person we like is to make that person laugh. Hearing that, Samaru decided to start doing things to make Mr. Hiromitsu happy. Samaru helped Mr. Hiromitsu's work in class, gave him soft drinks, washed his car, and helped him carry the files to the teacher's room. But after all the hard work Samaru put in, Mr. Hiromitsu didn't show any interest in her. Samaru realized that she couldn't get Mr. Hiromitsu to like her yet. The next day, Mr. Hiromitsu announced in class that the school would be holding a choir contest. Hearing that, Samaru quickly proposed herself and Kataki as class representatives. Samaru was satisfied that she had made Mr. Hiromitsu happy with her. Meanwhile, Kataki, who saw Samaru's attempt to impress Mr. Hiromitsu, started to feel jealous. It turns out that Kataki has liked Samaru for a long time, but he has never confessed his feelings to her. The next day, Samaru, Kataki, and Mr. Hiromitsu went to a CD shop to look for suitable music references to show in the choir contest later. During that time, Kataki again noticed a closeness between Mr. Hiromitsu and Samaru. Kataki dared himself to ask Mr. Hiromitsu to stay away from Samaru. This makes Mr. Hiromitsu realize that Kataki has feelings for Samaru. After finding a suitable song reference, Samaru, Kataki, and Mr. Hiromitsu go to a piano recital by a female pianist named Shouka. That day, Shouka purposely brought a special song for someone very special to her. The next morning, Samaru, Kataki, and the rest of the representative choir students started doing singing practice for their school show. Samaru was very excited about the practice because she wanted her class to give their best for the contest. Mr. Hiromitsu was often teased by the other female students during the training period. Therefore, Samaru plans to use the ultimate move by using the festival legend passed down from generation to generation. Samaru believes in a legend that says that a couple who kisses on the night festival in front of a holographic projection, their love will last forever. The next day, Samaru shamelessly asks Mr. Hiromitsu to kiss her on the night of the festival. Mr. Hiromitsu clearly refused the request. At the same time, Shouka comes to their school to meet Mr. Hiromitsu. As it turns out, Shouka is a childhood friend of Mr. Hiromitsu, who was previously introduced to Samaru as Simon. Shouka will be a temporary music teacher at Samaru's school and help Samaru's class as their choir accompanist. Samaru feels jealous of the closeness between Mr. Hiromitsu and Shouka. But her spirits rose again after Mr. Hiromitsu said that Shouka was only his childhood friend and their relationship was only friends. Samaru starts following Shouka to find out Shouka's weakness so she can keep Shouka away from Mr. Hiromitsu. Seeing Shouka, who looks so perfect and suitable for Mr. Hiromitsu, Samaru feels hopeless. Moreover, Shouka seems to have feelings for Mr. Hiromitsu because she always carries the same penguin statue as Mr. Hiromitsu. Samaru then dared herself to confess her love to Mr. Hiromitsu directly before she finally left his room disappointedly. Shouka, who coincidentally saw all that, found Samaru's behavior very funny. But Shouka's smile faded when she realized that Mr. Hiromitsu had feelings for Samaru. In the evening, Mr. Hiromitsu explains to Samaru that Shouka is his childhood friend who is very valuable because she was the only friend he had when he was a child. But Mr. Hiromitsu emphasized that Shouka was nothing more than his friend. After hearing all that, Samaru feels relieved and hopes to be close to Mr. Hiromitsu again. When the day of the choir arrives, Samaru knows that Shouka likes Mr. Hiromitsu and plans to take him to France with her. Hearing this, Samaru became very sad and disappointed. Samaru then sings a sad chorus while remembering all the struggles she has put in to win Mr. Hiromitsu's love. After the chorus finished, Samaru immediately ran off the stage and burst into tears. Kataki, who saw this, immediately ran after Samaru to calm her down. At this point, Samaru finally realized that Kataki had been in love with her all along. In the evening, during the school festival, Samaru comes to meet Mr. Hiromitsu in his room and confesses her love for the last time. Before Samaru heard Mr. Hiromitsu's answer, she immediately left the room. When in fact, Mr. Hiromitsu has feelings for Samaru, but he can't express his feelings because of his status as a teacher. That night, Kataki gives Samaru a book containing the words she wants to see Mr. Hiromitsu happy with Shouka. That night, Mr. Hiromitsu began to realize that Samaru had loved him sincerely all this time. The next day, Mr. Hiromitsu decided to resign from the school. Time flies. Samaru and her friends have now graduated from high school. On Samaru's graduation day, she sees her long-lost love travel book appear in her locker. When Samaru opened the book, she saw Mr. Hiromitsu's reply on every book page. That means Mr. Hiromitsu has returned Samaru's love. Samaru immediately ran towards the teacher's room that had previously been used by Mr. Hiromitsu. It turned out that Mr. Hiromitsu was already there and waiting for Samaru's arrival. That day, Mr. Hiromitsu confesses his feelings to Samaru and proposes to her as his girlfriend. The moral that can be learned from this movie is that having a romantic relationship with someone we do not love will not bring happiness.